Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I just need one moment to a couple of things set up mainly because game music mutes if I'm not tabbed in, and YouTube doesn't let me properly set things up before I set a live stream. So we'll be getting right into the gaming in just one moment. And we get chat, and we get chat. There, that there, that there. Excellent. And then I found my controller. So we finished the prologue yesterday. The song sounds very... There's another song that's very similar to this. I can't remember what it is, though. Oh well. Anyways, we finished up the prologue. Dealing with the Mafia. Maybe. I don't know. We were in the prologue. Seems like you had another rough month, Arios. It's fine. Nothing new as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm here regarding my payment. No problem. Via IBC as usual, I assume? Look, seeing as I'm the one giving you all these requests, I'm sure I'm the last person to talk. But maybe you should consider reducing your workload just a teensy bit? I can only imagine how lonely poor Shizuku must be. Oops. Sorry, I said I wouldn't bring this up anymore, didn't I? Oh, that reminded me. Headquarters contacted me again. They keep bugging me to get you to accept that offer. Are they seriously still at it? I should probably bring up my notes. Trying to connect to Google Docs. Are we trying to connect? Why don't we just connecting? There we go. Seriously still at it? I've rejected their offer numerous times already. How many more will it take? Well, can you blame them? I'm sure they're just desperate to find someone to fill the gaping hole Cassius Bright left when he quit. Didn't you two train under the same master? You're basically equals when you look at your stats with the guild, so hurry up and accept already. Well, that may be true on paper. We're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. To be honest, even being considered his equal is far more than I deserve. Oh, don't give me any of that. We both know it isn't true. What about the case in Remiferia? The Grand Prince himself presented you with a Medal of Honor. If you ask me, that's more than enough of a qualification. I have to disagree. I never truly resolved the issue. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the masterminds responsible are still out there. I'd actually intended to refuse the medal. Gosh, Arios, you're a regular stick in the mud, you know that? Come on, accepting that promotion will drop your workload a little. Is that a picture of boobs in the corner? No, that is bread. I just noticed the framed photo right above the chat box was suspiciously shaped for a moment, but no, that appears to be... I don't know if it's bread, but it's not what I initially thought it was. We've done over 100 requests this month alone. For Adios' sake, that can't be healthy. Well, I certainly don't feel like I bit off more than I could chew. Traveling for work isn't nearly as strenuous now that there are more trains and flights coming in and out of the city. Besides, those two bracers transferring here should help reduce my workload a bit. Oh, you mean those kitties? I suppose you're right. They may be rookies, but I see a lot of potential in them. And at the very least, they'll be much more dependable than the CPD's special support section. Hello? Anyone home? Oh, would you speak of the devil? Who are these kitties? Come on in, we're upstairs. On the second floor? Gotcha. Thanks for having us. I ain't no way. Wow, her photo is... Her, whatchamacallit? Her bust shot is very different. Holy smokes, Arios is here too? So is Joshua's, holy shit. That is just a completely different style. I'm glad we managed to catch you while you're in. Ah, yes, it's quite a lucky coincidence. It's been 3 months or so, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you're both doing well. I never imagined we'd be seeing you two transferring to our little branch. This is just fantastic. Now that you're both here, we'll have Crossbell cleaned up in no time flat. We may be good, but we're not that good. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Oh, but where are our manners? We should officially introduce ourselves. Estelle Bright, Senior Bracer. Joshua Bright, also a Senior Bracer. Officially reporting for duty at the Bracer Guild's Crossbell branch. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Afternoon of the Wolves. As soon as I said 2 rookies, I thought maybe, but surely not. Then when it said young woman's voice, I'm like, could be, but sure, there's no way. And then there was a way. I like how there isn't even a street marked. The car is just driving straight through Central Plaza, just... potentially without a care in the world if he hits somebody. Chief sure is late. I'd like to start a morning meeting soon if we can. I really don't think we can begin without him. Ugh, I would have slept in if I knew we'd just be waiting around. Waking up at noon, hitting the casino, letting the good times roll till the wee hours. That's the life. The life of a hopeless reprobate. Sorry I'm late, everyone. Chief Sergey, good morning, sir. Morning. Shall we start the meeting now? No need. Just got a call from HQ. You guys have been assigned a special mission today. Congrats. Special mission? I'm getting some bad vibes already. Is it similar to the previous one? Don't look at me. They didn't give me any details. You'll have to go to the main CPD building and find out yourself. Your client will be waiting there for you. Police headquarters, 3rd floor. Well, here we are again for another visit with Vice Commissioner Jackass. I can only imagine what he wants to bitch at us about this time. Remember that we were told this is about a client waiting for us. I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain. I have a sinking feeling he'll find a reason to scold us regardless. I know what you mean. We can't let it get to us, though. Lloyd Banning's reporting in. The special support section has arrived. Come in. Excuse us. Oh, is that... Oh, I recognize that uniform. Maybe it isn't. Crossbell Guardian Force, right? Oh, hell. My. Is that how you greet a former superior officer, Randy Orlando? Care to elaborate on any hidden meanings behind that outburst of yours? Oh, no. I was just, surprised to see you here, that's all. You two know each other? The action is that of a man with a guilty conscience. Oh, shit. Show some respect, you four. This here is Lieutenant Colonel Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the CGF. Deputy Commander of the Guardian Force. Please forgive our misbehavior. Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military chain of command. She's that distinguished? Oh, you have no freaking idea. She is the CGF second in command, after all. Taking into account her expertise and how much pull she's got in the force, she might as well be in charge. She's also what we might call a babe. Eddie's detectives. So you're the special support section I've heard so much about? Yes, ma'am. We were told you were looking to submit a support request with us. Is that right? You should feel honored, rookies. It's unheard of for useless greenhorns like yourselves to be called upon by the Deputy Commander herself. Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here. But understood. I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am. Thank you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I came here to ask the Special Support Section to lend us your expertise on a particular matter. Let me begin with a brief overview of the situation. Investigation of monster attacks. That's correct, Detective. Several locations throughout Crossbell have reported similar case of monster attacks over the past month. We'd like for your division's cooperation in investigating this matter. Wait just a moment, please. You want us to investigate attacks that have been happening outside of Crossbell City? Do you take issue with that? No, ma'am, not at all. Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, the CGF is already conducting its own investigation into that matter, correct? Considering that, is there even room for us to help? Yes, plenty, in fact. Too many questions remain unanswered to write off these as ordinary monster attacks. As much as I hate to admit, our investigators have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping the investigation will benefit from a different point of view. A different point of view? Trained detectives, to be exact, one that will differ greatly from a guardsman's. By that reasoning, however, I wouldn't specifically need the Special Support Section. I could have, for example, gone to the renowned 1st Division for their assistance instead. Well, I would love to introduce you to them, but as you know, they're preoccupied with their duties. As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances have led to us seeking the aid of the SSS. Are there any objections? No, ma'am. Gladly accept your request and aid in your ongoing investigation. How exactly would you like us to assist? Sergeant Major Seeker? Yes, ma'am. Okay, I really thought that was, Canon Amalthea. Just based on the model. But it's just, I guess, just the same hair. Here you are. Oh, thank you. Wait, huh? She seems... Something wrong? I'm fine. My apologies. I feel like I've seen her somewhere. It totally freaking is, isn't it? Achieved monster damage report. Report? Appears to be a case file from the CGF. What did she say her name was? Whoops. Sergeant Major Seeker. So a seeker, presumably. Correct. It contains all of our findings thus far. We'd prefer if you began your investigation having only read that file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your work. I see. In that case, we'll look through it as soon as we're done here. We leave it in your capable hands. Well, I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves for now. We'll establish a direct line of communication with the SSS, so don't hesitate to contact us if you discover anything. Roger. My apologies for the disturbance, Vice Commissioner. No, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office at any time. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Randy. Well, you know. I'd say the work here is more thrilling than staring at the border and doing drills all day. Good to hear. I'm glad my efforts to transfer you were worth it. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. I'll be taking my leave. Phew. Man, oh man. So she was your superior officer back in the Guardian Force, Randy? Sure was. She wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of tips and pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous looks fool you. You cross that lady and bam, full nightmare mode. She'll scare the piss right out of you. And Randy, I can only assume his terrible work ethic set her off on multiple occasions. I could absolutely see that happening. He has a knack for getting in trouble with women. On that note, you know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, Randy? Nah, never seen her before. I'd bet a pretty mirror that she's in the Tangram Gate division of the CGF. Those guys assist Deputy Commander Bales with her work. Oh, wait a sec. Don't tell me you've taken a fancy to her. Well, Lloyd, was it love at first sight? Well... What? No, it was nothing like that. I just had a strange feeling that I've met her somewhere before. Oh, right. How much longer do you rookies plan to take up space in my precious office spewing this pointless drivel? Don't tell me. Is this a plot by that good-for-nothing Sergei to have you come here and humiliate me? No, sir, definitely not. My tablet was not muted. Oops. I apologize for my mic potentially picking up a Discord notification. Terribly sorry, sir. Please excuse our rudeness. Go on, get out of here. Think that every single one of you ignored my warning. You should know full well what awaits you then. Well, hey now. Whatever. Enjoy that little investigation of yours out in the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a fun little camping trip. And we transfer your entire team to the Guardian Force while we're at it. And boot that damn Sergei out along with you. If you'll excuse us. Ugh, Vice Commissioner Jackass strikes again. I swear, as soon as I step in there and see that dumb tuft of hair on his forehead, my blood pressure spikes. Pathetic attempt to stave off a receding hairline. I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant his condescendingly vulgar tone with us. Let's just try to forget about him for now, guys. We should head back to the SSS building and go through this report. After that, we'll need to decide on the direction our investigation should take. Right. Lieutenant Colonel Bales gave the impression these weren't ordinary monster attacks. Curious what she meant when she said too many questions remain unanswered. Summary. There's been a recent string of attacks by unidentified monsters throughout Crossbell. Guardian Force has performed an investigation in an attempt to evaluate the incidents. Witnesses at each of the 3 locations report seeing or hearing wolf-like monsters. The following 3 pages detail each case. 1. Armorica Village. Date time, 3 weeks ago, night. Location, entire village area. Damages crops and livestock of all families damaged to varying degrees. Damage not discovered until morning after, according to village chief. Eyewitnesses, none. All villagers are asleep. Other evidence. Various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints found in areas outside. Wolf-like monsters. 3 locations. 2. St. Ursula Medical College. Date time 1 week ago, 3 weeks ago, night. 1 week ago, the location, hospital premises. Damages. 1 medical resident was attacked and wounded by a trespassing pack of monsters found by hospital staff the morning after. Eyewitnesses, the injured resident reported seeing black wolf-like monsters. Other evidence, none found near scene of attack. Statement was vague and possibly inaccurate. 3. Mains Mining Village. Date time 2 days ago, 10 p.m. So 3 weeks ago to 1 week ago to 2 days ago. All sometime at night. Location in front of the inn. Damages. 1 miner heading home was injured by a pack of monsters. A colleague rushed to his aid. Eyewitnesses, townspeople saw wolves escaping. Other evidence, prints discovered near the scene that resembled those found in Armorica Village. These ones. Mining equipment in this town was damaged. This is now the 3rd incident. Patrols may be necessary. This is worse than I thought. So it really is happening everywhere. It seems most of these incidents haven't been reported by the media yet, though. Yeah, there's something fishy going on, no question. They're definitely not your typical monster attacks. You know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are native to Crossbell? I'm not sure, actually. Clear paw prints were found at the scene of each incident. So I think it's safe to say creatures like this exist and are in the area. The Guardian Force's investigation still hasn't confirmed their existence, right? It's a little disconcerting. For real, those monsters must be pretty damn crafty if they're able to pull all these attacks without ever being seen. I mean, should they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead? Probably so. Not certain we'll be able to contribute much to this case. Lloyd? What's the matter? Did that ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again? Not exactly. I was just thinking. I know these are monster attacks, but why don't we treat this as we would any other investigation? Well, I suppose the deputy commander did say she wanted a detective's point of view. Should we search for clues as per usual? Yeah, and if we treat this series of attacks as all being part of one large case, who would be our culprit? Obviously those wolf-like monsters the report mentioned, right? Sounds like a pack of them's been moving together. True, and with that in mind, what would the profile and motive of the culprits be? Huh? Motive? Oh, I understand now. You're saying that a motive isn't apparent from these reports. Exactly. These monsters are as intelligent as we suspect. They would typically stay away from populated areas. If the motive was hunger, the medical college would be the last place they'd look for food. There has to be some hidden truth that explains their seemingly irrational behavior. Logically speaking, that does make sense. I suppose we've settled on a direction for our own investigation then. I think so. We'll start by visiting the affected areas and gathering information from anyone connected to the incident. By doing things our way, we'll be able to supply the CGF with some supplementary info at the very least. I agree. Every little clue and lead we can find will go towards helping the Guardian Force. Phew, that's a relief. Here I was thinking we'd be spending the day blindly hunting monsters in the mountains. So, Lloyd, where do you suggest we begin our investigation? Let's see. How about we start with Armorica Village, the first area that was attacked. Considering the Armorica report was the most detailed, maybe we'll be able to gather enough clues to start building a profile of the monsters. That sounds like a good start. Marika Village is northeast of Crossbell City, right? Yeah, we should be able to get there by taking the bus from the east exit. Needless to say, this is our first mission outside of the city. We don't know what we're heading into, so let's make sure we leave well prepared. Oh, my thigh hit the trigger. Makes sense. To be safe, we should check any new support requests that have come in, too. I was just thinking that, T.O. Over to books. Ingredients to use a new special bread recipe. People to help us implement a new service here at the IBC. What is the IBC? City Library, Bakery. What is the IBC? Can't have a boy leading our... Well, I found out where the IBC is. Can't have a boy leading our squad. We gotta have Ellie here. Enormous bell was excavated in Crossbell State in S1185. It is estimated and forged during the Middle Ages. It used multiple metal alloys and constructed amidst a low-present ring. Theorized that the bell was created by some influential person at the time, so its true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. What do you mean treasure chest here? Did I equip a ornament that does that or something? Yes. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Okay, let's start off with the ornament factory, because I wanted to place covers. We'll look into that later, but I kind of don't have a lot of Mira at the moment. No, I don't have enough red. Oh, I can get that, though. Hold on. Hold on. I'm not going to turn this playthrough into a heavily grinded one, or a heavily grindy one, but... Can you face the other direction? Thank you. I just want... No red! What the hell? Oh, that's bad. These don't drop red either. Oh no. You drop red. There we go. We just needed to get to 30 red. Oh, I don't... Whatever, I don't know that I care about that. I assume later in the game I'll be able to go under this bell. But hold on, is this the Crossbell? Found the bell, where's the cross? Go check the weapon shop. If you upgraded your wares. Yeah, oh baby, you have. Okay, we can't buy everyone. Randy's got quite a bit of strength. Naturally, so let's get... Can one of the... I equip those flower pumps. Can. Okay, so we're library in the administrative district, which is this way. And this is the library. The city library. That was easy. Wait, do we have the next book? Still only have Act 1, or Volume 1. Alright. Hi again, Uncle Miles. Ah, Lloyd, it's good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your requests. I believe you sent a request to the SSS for help, right? We're asking for help to locate and retrieve some overdue books. By golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that, didn't I? Let's get to it, shall we? Allow me to explain the details. Yeah, of course. Splendid, you're doing me a huge favor. See, several of our patrons have yet to bring in their overdue books. I'd like for you to locate and return them to me. Understood. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Sure, do you have their addresses? Yep, that information is tied to the library cards. Give me a moment to bring it up for you. First person is Faye, who lives in Belheim Apartments on West Street. Next we have Claris and Acacia Apartments on East Street. Last we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the administrative district. Raymond, you must stop embarrassing us. Sorry, Uncle, I wasn't expecting someone from the force to lack punctuality. Don't worry about it. I'm just hoping that the reader was so engrossed by the contents of their book that they simply forgot to return it on time. I sense that your hopes are highly unlikely. Quite a number of people out there who pay no regard to the rules. What the hell are you looking at me like that for? No reason. Anyway. Our objective is clear. We'll retrieve those books for you ASAP. Great, thank you. Please return to me once you've collected all 3 books. I'm counting on you, Lloyd. Someone on East Street. Acacia Apartments on East Street, which is this building. That's the Bracer Guild. Not you. Is it you? Excuse me, would you be Claris? Oh yes, how may I help you? Yeah, let's just barge into her kitchen and start making demands. We're here because of a support request we received from the city's library. Are you borrowing any books from the library that you've yet to return? Oh, I am. I completely forgot about it. Oh dear, I'm afraid the book is long overdue by now, isn't it? Appears she had a mere lapse in memory. I suppose I'm becoming more forgetful with age. I'm sure Noel wouldn't let me hear the end of this if she found out. Anyway, please wait here for a moment while I get it for you. Noel? Surely she doesn't mean Noel Christ from Final Fantasy XIII too. This should be the one. Ark and the Witch Part 1. Oh, this book. What's up, Mademoiselle Ellie? You read this before? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Whenever my neighbor Serena goes to work, she always asks if I can watch after her little brother Yuga. You got? So I thought that it might be a fun idea to read books together, which led me to this one. Glad he was so taken in by it. Oh, really? I kind of want to read it now, too. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, ma'am. Oh, not at all. The pleasure was mine. Believe me, I'll make sure to return my books on time from now on. And then someone in... not this place. Someone in... West Street. Presumably in... Right, there's a chest down there, too. An exit to that terminal. To that door. I don't think I can get there in the geofront just yet. Is it you? No. Can I just start stealing books? No, it's not you. Yo, we got juicy steak. I kind of forgot that we learn recipes from talking to people rather than eating recipes now. A child. Doesn't seem like Faye is in right now. Maybe I'll try asking Pansy. Hey there, Pansy. Is your dad busy working today? Oh, you're Wendy's friend, aren't you? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask your dad a quick question if he's around, but doesn't look like he is. Oh, Dad? He's off on a business trip. He'll be back for another 2 months. Sounds like we're out of luck then. Yeah, I'm not about to start going through his stuff without permission. You guys looking for something? Yeah, we're here to retrieve a book your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall him making any mention of it? Is it the one I'm reading right now? Mind if I take a look at it? I can check to see if it is. Sure. It's gotta stand from the library, that's probably the one. Oh, phooey. Seriously, Dad, I can't believe you'd leave on a business trip without returning your book. Sorry about that. Do you mind taking the book in for me? Are you sure? Didn't you say you were in the middle of reading it? I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. I was just kind of looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Let's see. Train Fanatic Rex. Yep, that definitely sounds like some niche literature to me. Yo, a selfie? Dad borrowed it to try and get me to become interested in becoming a railway engineer. Not gonna fall for his tricks that easily, no siree. So yeah, feel free to return it for me. Sure thing. Thanks for helping us out. Selfie, we found a book for you. Alright, I know we're not already loved at the police department, but Raymond... Raymond, you're about to catch these hands. It's hard to believe all these inventions by the Epstein Foundation are starting to pop up everywhere you look. Granted, I hear they have some incredibly influential and wealthy sponsors. This just keeps getting worse. The Epstein Foundation has incredibly influential and wealthy sponsors. Are you Raymond? Raymond, gotta catch these batons. Real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool with the pranks, okay? Not even clever. Oh, come on, I'm a police officer, aren't I? I have to pull that line at least once in my life, you know? What's he going on about? Sorry about that, Detective Raymond. We're here because of a request from the library. Wouldn't happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Oh, crap, now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, yeah. So, Detective Raymond, did you perhaps misplace this book of yours? No, I don't think so. By the uncertainty, then. I'll go look for it. Phew, managed to find it. Here you go. Women who changed the world. Hold on, that might be important. Phew, thank goodness. Really left us in suspense there, Raymond. I have to ask, what inspired you to check out this particular book? To my knowledge, it's a pretty extensive account of historical female figures and the incredible feats they've accomplished. Yeah, well, when I saw the title, I thought I was checking out a photo album with a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. You and me both, Raymond, you and me both. After I cracked the thing open and realized it was definitely not that, I kind of just left it in my drawer and forgot about it. I do not think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Well, we got the book back, so all's well that ends well. Appreciate your cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. Raymond, you silly little bitch. Oh, you're back. Were you able to collect all the overdue books already? Sure did. Here you are. I should have seen if I could read Women Who Changed the World. Great! Looks like you managed to collect all 3 of them in one piece. Thanks again. I'm glad I have a group of reliable folks like you to count on. Quite happy to hear that. I believe this chain completes your request. Sure does, Tio. Thank you so much. I might just have to reach out to you guys again in the future. Anytime. We're always happy to help. Oh, right. We have to return to the thing in order to get paid. Oh, is it as I return books we get more? Well, I'm not going to read all of them. Where's Women Who Changed the World? And this guy couldn't read, like, 100 words? The Valkyrie who led the Einsritter in battle. Activism behind the Democratic Revolution. From 100 Days' War to the Non-Aggression Pacts. I know who Alicia II... Presumably I know who Alicia II is. Figure, a term that applies to the shape of something. When describing a woman, it may often be used to refer to her physical appearance. In this book, a different meaning is intended. A person who is influential or distinctive in some way. The influence of these great women who have proudly followed the convictions continues to inspire and captivate others to this day. We shall retrace the history of these figures who have shaped this continent and paved the way for many other capable women to do the same. Looking for ingredients. Oscar. He's at West Street. I believe he's at West Street. Hey Lloyd, back again already? Ha, you in the mood to chow down on some bread? Not quite. Instead of chowing down, don't you think we have something else to attend to? You sent a request to the SSS, right? Huh? Did I? Please notify any other Oscars on the premises of our arrival. Come on, Oscar, we're on the job here. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I wanted to see if you guys could help me gather some ingredients for a new kind of bread. The usual supplier's been running late, so we're kinda low on stock. Ah, gotcha. Well, you certainly can't bake without any ingredients. You could say that again, so you guys mind lending me a hand? That's all there is to it, you can leave it to us, Oscar. So what kind of ingredients are you looking for? Well, I've got plenty of butter and flour. I want you to gather 4 pieces of fish fillet, and 3 monster eggs. I guess it's fish fillet, isn't it? I don't know, I think there's a spelling that's fillet and a spelling that's fillet. I think 2 L's is technically fillet. That's it. We can snatch those right up on the outskirts of the city, no sweat. That's convenient. We'll try gathering them as we deal with our other support requests. Alright, and IBC. As we'll start this one. Welcome to the International Bank of Crossbell. Oh, now this is a surprise. It's been quite a while, hasn't it, Ms. McDowell? Oh, you acquainted, Ellie? Hello, Lanfei. Indeed, it has been a while. You see, I haven't seen you since you returned from your studies abroad. Oh yes, that reminds me. Would you like me to inform Mr. Croy of your arrival? Ms. Croy. She's currently overseeing Michelin's operations, but I'm sure she'd rush back if I notified her that you were here. I'm glad to hear that Belle's still keeping herself busy. That's okay, though. I'm not here to discuss anything important with her today. I'll visit her another day when I have the chance. Is that so? Send her your regards, then. Damn, Mademoiselle has got connections in the IBC? Yeah, and they seem to be on pretty friendly terms, too. She continues to uphold her image of the perfect noble lady. I can hear you, you know. Aren't we here to get work done, Lloyd? Oh yeah, you're right, we are. Just got a bit too sidetracked. Please, allow me to introduce ourselves. We're members of the CPD's Special Support Section. I believe you received a request from the IBC for help? Oh, is that what this is all about? My apologies, I'll explain the details to you all immediately. Great, thank you. You may have read about it in the finance section of the paper already. The IBC will soon be rolling out a new service to exchange Sepith. Essentially, our service will allow patrons to exchange Sepith at a higher rate than the average market value. So you're offering to cop up more dough than your everyday shop, and talk about deluxe treatment. The service's purpose is to amass a large reservoir of Sepith due to the scarcity of natural septium. IBC is unparalleled when it comes to designing simple yet effective initiatives. You flatter us. However, to counteract theft and Sepith counterfeiting, we've limited the service to IBC members for the time being. Our main goal right now is to make it so that we can store Sepith in our terminals. We'd like for you to help us beta test the feature, hence the request. Sounds good. What exactly do we need to do? Great. First things first, please take this card with you. You need to present that card to me here in order to perform an exchange. Additionally, for this beta test, we'll need you to exchange a specific amount of Sepith. 30 of each type of Sepith should be sufficient. Oh, by the way, there's no requirement for us to deposit them all at the same time. We can turn in little by little while we take a break from our other requests. Well, sounds like I need some Sepith. Well then, everything seems to be running smoothly. Thanks again. You've been a great help, Chief. This kind of algorithm is especially challenging. What's that? I've not seen you in some time, Chief. That voice. Oh, well, if it isn't Tio. How are you doing these days? Chief, is this man your boss? That is correct. He is my direct boss and the chief of the Orbital Staff Development Division. He specializes in orbital computer networking and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's Crossbell branch. I suppose you could call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at that new division of the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you doing well. Why don't you ever come by to deliver reports, Tio? I'm quite worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your gracious delivery of an orbital staff to the weapons shop for me? You You know, now that I think about it, Wendy mentions that someone from the Foundation drops by pretty frequently. Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. I've really done it down now. Tio is no doubt angry with me. But how can she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices in a city like this? Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. What? What could you possibly mean? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I'm not trying to participate in a scavenger hunt. I see your point, Tio, and I'm terribly sorry for all this, truly. Please, don't be upset with me. It is precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. You're right, I understand. Being too harsh, Tio. Unable to help it. Irritated beyond comprehension. Alright. Let's head back to our terminal. And turn in that... not that direction. Yo, what's up, Typic? Thank you for the raid. How goes? How's Final Fantasy VII? How far did you make it? Welcome in, everybody else. Give me the cash. Good. We can now afford a weapon for Randy. I made it to Corel. As in Corel Mountain or North Corel? That's not the weapon shop. Hold on, this guy looks exactly like the dude at the library. Alright, let's get ready. 16 extra attack, what the hell? Save right outside Carl, nice. East exit, this way. What's up, Buster Sword? Yeah, every time I say Epstein, it's an unfortunate... It's a very unfortunate name. Oh, shoot. It really didn't age particularly well. It just barely missed it. Damn if that ain't our luck. You got any idea when the next one's coming? I think it shouldn't be too long of a wait. According to the schedule here, the next vessel will depart in approximately 2 hours. Combat similar in this one? Yeah. Yeah, very similar. 2 hours? Seems like you're a little off the mark there, Lloyd. Well, that's just great. I was hoping we could make it to the hospital later today, too, but so much for that. I guess we could start our investigation somewhere else for today, but honestly, I'd rather not. Neither would I. We've only just decided on how to proceed, too. Given the circumstances, could we not simply walk to Armorica Village? Huh? Theo? Whoa there, you can't be serious. Judging by the distance shown on the map, I would estimate it takes approximately 1.5 hours to walk there. Conversely, sitting and waiting for the next bus will see us there in 2.5 hours. As such, would it not be more efficient of us to walk to Armorica? When you spell it out like that, it certainly does make sense. I actually heard stories of how beautiful the countryside along the road could be. One does not simply walk into Armorica. Perhaps it'd be more enjoyable if we think of it as a fun little hiking trip, right? Dude, these gals seriously trying to convince themselves this will be a fun little stroll? It's painfully obvious they've never trekked the highway by foot. What are you two whispering about? Oh, nothing really. You know, monsters tend to roam around the highways. Are you two okay with that? I hadn't thought of that. We ventured into the geofront, though, so I think we'll be fine if we run into a few monsters here and there. Additionally, I still need to accumulate more combat data for my orbital staff. I'd actually prefer some additional combat experience. Alright, you've convinced me. Let's walk then. Right, we should get going. Actually looking forward to this a little now. If I'd known this would happen, I would have prepared us lunch. We'd have a cute little countryside picnic on the way. It is true. We should arrive at the village by noon, however. Perhaps we can have lunch there once we arrive. Hey, Randy, it's up to us to protect them if they get worn out on the way there. Don't worry, I got this, man. Yeah, the whole franchise has pretty banging music. Any Falcom game has pretty banging music. I forget if I asked you, did you ever play any of the Ys games, Typic? Got some chests this way. You haven't played any of these. Ys 8's OST, fucking incredible. Ys 8, just the OST is so fantastic. Tira Bomb. It's a shiny thing on the ground. 10 Mirage Sepith. That was the front of that. I guess we're going in neutral. Except going in neutral, we still... After you play Horizon, then going in Ys Binge. I've only played Ys 8, but... it's a pretty good game. Another jacket. That ladder is just decoration. Yeah, basically. I think there is technically an order. You're right, I forgot. We don't know what it's for either. Never gonna recover from this mistake. Crash is clipping right through me. Oh my god, it is! Can't believe they've done this. What did I need? Like monster eggs and fish fillets? We got a team attack. Team rush. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. No. Oh, enemies actually respawn out here. Oh, I could have waited for Lloyd's turn, gotten more Sepith. Yeah, that's something I've noticed. Why is it faster than me? What the hell? Although the, what's that? The Sepith I need right now isn't for, it's not for me, it's for the IBC. We gotta max out our definitely not bracer rank, so we gotta finish these support requests. Bargain bin bracers. Yeah, we have bracers at home. What about the IBC? Yeah, that Imperial Bank of Crossbell. Thought you were supposed to serve the people, but here you are helping yourself. I don't know, it probably doesn't matter who I give that to. The bonus strength one to Randy because he already hits like a truck. Wait, did I not ambush these? Did I miss something? Did I somehow not get the first strike? Oops. One small thing I wish is that I wish the base speed for battles wasn't so slow that I felt like I feel like I have to use the speed up function. Poor Tio, she got all these turns and she couldn't even make it up to the enemies. Yeah, like, I think my fight against, what was it? Not Blue Blanc. What is Blue Blanc? Blue Blanc, like, summons a golem or something? Fight against whatever the hell Blue Blanc summons in SC took... I didn't use any speed up at all, and I think that fight genuinely took 30 minutes. Someone learned something. How... That's not going to tell me where anything is, or what I've collected so far. Monster eggs. I don't have any fish fillets. How was that an enemy ambush? Did it run away? The hell? Yo, a bunch of Sepith. Contents of this chest brought to you by the International Bank of Crossbell. Visit us for premium Sepith exchange rates. Hey, we are currently testing that one. I don't know. I didn't know enemies could escape. Oh, you've got 2.5 health left. I also feel like early enemies drop more Sepith than Sky. I didn't know we could get a miss in those team attacks. Like, I think you're also right in that the early slots are cheaper as well. Not like this. Well, I'm gonna have to sell 30 of each of them. This is going well. Honestly, Randy was probably better off just attacking. Don't need your wind resistance. EP charge. It's empty, but the woodwork is amazing. Is it chestnut? Steel wrist. Can you feel how hard this chest is? What do you mean by that? You bench press your entire party. Ellie, I swear to God, you need to go to like a shooting range or something. This is embarrassing. Looks like we've hit a fork in the road. Pretty sure we have to go north in order to reach Armorica village. Yep, the road on the left will take us there. This is a lot tougher than I thought it'd be. Agreed. I did not anticipate how strenuous of a hike it was. These monsters roaming around the highway aren't helping either. You two look like you're about to pass out. Sounds like it's about time we took a breather. What do you say, ladies? No, I think I'll be okay. What about you, Tio? As much as I would love to admit defeat right about now, I was the one who suggested we walk, so I must persevere. Well, as long as you're okay with it. Just remember that if you can't take much more of this, you can always ask good old Randy here for a piggyback ride. Would you rather ride on my shoulders? Shh. Pass. I do not wish to be treated like a child. Furthermore, that you would be satisfied with someone of my stature riding your back, if I am not mistaken. Fucking savage. Hey, true enough, I'd rather have a chick with a voluptuous... Wait a sec, don't make me out to be some weirdo, I was just trying to be nice. You got your hook, line, and sinker, Randy. Anyway, let's keep moving. Be surprised if we didn't run into more monsters, so let's take it slow and steady. Don't be afraid to let us know if you need a break, Tio, alright? Roger. This is a relatively small map so far. I'm curious if it expands at all? Or is... No, this is just... Crossbell is really small, isn't it? Oh, there's the medical college. I don't have to go to the medical college, do I? I don't remember. Sorry, I have to tab out for 1 second. I need to do one thing. I can find what it is I wanted to do. Yeah, that's not... that. Then we go from here. Then we do that. There we go. Those notifications. Get out of here. Well, we missed. And by we, I mean Ellie, definitely not me. What the hell is this? Now, enemies don't stay stunned forever. No, well, they don't have much health. Not much health they do. They are very dodgy. So I suppose I should turn off the speed up when I'm going for the ambush. Because in my reaction time, the enemy might unstun. Oh, we still got a few more. We got 4 treasure chests here. come across enemies that aren't going to be one-shot. And doing salamander. Next time I'm using a lock. I barely even saw those. Yeah, Randy just got a pet. Oh, 24 red. Your Lloyd took a couple of hits. Let's remedy that. Gate's locked. Well, that's a shame, because there are 2 chests in that direction. Oops. I even said I should... Oh, I could rotate the camera in battle. Should maybe have, like, focused my attacks a little bit. Oh, these guys self-destruct. That one went a little bit better. No, you moved and turned around and you suck. She couldn't even get into range. Maybe I need... Hold on. Let's give Tio the flower pumps. 'Cause she kind of needs the mobility. Get any other... F8, move 1. We'll give those... I should probably actually give them to Randy. Lloyd's got a little bit more... I didn't read that. Either it's completely empty. Look, it's definitely an Ellie issue, definitely not a me issue. Promise. That's not a set. That's not decoration, that's an honest to God enemy. He gets it sometimes. Alright, everybody healed. We should be back to full. Yes, good. Pretty sure this series full heals on level up. Slightly more weak to earth. I don't know their water resistance? No. They're pretty neutral to wind. Not very weak to fire at all. They're slightly weak to fire. I think I meant to say not very weak to water at all. Oh, Randy's taking some self-destruct damage. It's okay, I believe in Randy. It's a lot of Earth Sepith. Chest is empty and exercises its right to remain silent. Sure. Oh, good timing. Rest area, eh? Really? Thank Ideos. How about we take a break here? You can even admire the view while we catch our breath. Sound good? Yes, I could definitely use a break. To be honest, that would be ideal. Sounds like a plan. I'm always game to kick back and take a load off. What a nice breeze. Finally feel like I've caught my breath. Me too. Though at this rate, I'm likely to fall asleep. I know how you feel. This really is a good view, great view of the countryside, isn't it? It almost feels as if we were taken straight out of a fairy tale. For real, all the old ruins scattered around really add to the vibe. I bet history buffs would have a field day here. Indeed, I believe most of them were built during the Middle Ages and have sat untouched since then. Come to think of it, I recall being told this whole area once served as a massive battlefield. Battlefield? Here? Yes, the result of one of the many wars between Erebonia and Calvard. But the ancient battlefield is nearby as well. Ancient battlefields? Sounds pretty interesting. We don't come out here too often, so you guys want to go check it out? Now's not really a great time, given we're already behind schedule. Yeah, we'll have to leave that for another day. Randy, please do not try to rope us into your slacking. Hey, what's the matter with you guys? You're way too young to have no sense of adventure. I heard Crossbelling's never left the city, but I didn't really believe it till now. You're telling me you seriously never got the itch to just get out of there and spread your wings in the great outdoors? Not really. People who grew up in the city usually don't feel the need to go elsewhere. Anywhere else. Almost everything you could ever want's right there anyway. Crossbell has always been a trade city, so for the most part, we had access to any goods we might need. Furthermore, most international travel these days is done by airship or train. Recently, cars and orbital buses are available to take us wherever we need. Honestly, it's been quite some time since I've walked this far. Though I was not raised in Crossbell, I can certainly relate. I was living in one of the Foundation's research labs for the past few months, so it has been some time since I walked this much. Modern conveniences really are turning us into a bunch of lazy bums, huh? You, on the other hand, Lloyd, you look like you've still got plenty of energy to spare. Well, I owe that to the Police Academy's survival and fitness training. Still, my stamina doesn't hold a candle to yours, Randy. All that training with the CGF must have really paid off. I haven't even broken a sweat yet. Heh, probably just used to running everywhere. Oh hey, looks like it's back. That must be the bus making its return trip to the city. For a moment, I was sorely tempted to stop the driver so I could go back home. If you did that, then you'd have walked all this way for nothing. Come on guys, we're in the final stretch now. Just a little bit more and we'll be at the village. I hope so. Fine. Let's get the show on the road, ladies. I believe in you. Have different stuff? No. Was somewhere over there. Oh, that bee has seen me. I can't believe it. Oh, we almost missed 10 water sepith for free. Oh, you still see me. You still see me. You no longer see me. That killed none of them. Oh, that's okay. That's why we're taking fights. We gotta get stronger. You material. Bracer rubbing a chest I can understand, but a cop, that's low, man. No. Mute. Sure, you stole from me, but it's all water under the bridge now. I'm going to throw you into the river. You will sink. Mark my words. Yeah, then you can be under the bridge with the water. Oh, you have seen me. I assume this game is also gonna do the thing that Sky did. With basically, where it basically soft caps your level. So like eventually I'll notice I'm getting like 2.5 experience per fight. Growing up I always wanted to be dancing. My father made me take up boxing. Orca Village. No comment on where that goes. I can't even go that direction anyways. I think all games do it, okay. So I was just realizing, like, I'm taking a lot of fights. Am I gonna end up, like, giga over-leveled? And I thought, wait, how did I not end up giga over-leveled in Sky? Oh yeah, because the game literally stops you. Eventually you get 1.5 experience per fight, and you're just like, oh, I probably shouldn't be taking any more fights. Oh, we almost got stuck. I don't have a thing. Why don't I have a thing? That was not the element I meant to be using. I wanted to use Earth. Oops. Ellie is 18 experience from leveling. How did Ellie get past Lloyd? 20 Sepith. I hope your pockets are now Lloyded with Sepith. You can go in the river too. Along with that other one. Why is that chest gray? Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, yeah. Lloyd probably leveled and... So that basically confirms what I was saying, or what I was asking then. Yeah, so Lloyd probably leveled, and then she got just a little bit more experience for one fight. Because she was a couple experience behind, so she was now a level behind. That's why it was gray. That's a lot of bees. I don't know. Can I? Oh, I can look at S-crafts like that. Your S-craft is single target. No, your S-craft heals. Ah, yes, I remember yours. So let's start off by hitting that, and then we do that. Counter. Counter. It countered a different person. That's fucked up. That's messed up. Ellie about to get Randy killed. And attack 2. Ordnance. Randy. Does this give new arts? Gives La Forte. It's only 2 attacks, so maybe I give it to, like, Ellie. That gives her some extra arts. Heat Wave, yeah. Maybe it's better on Ellie then. Omega Quartz. We're not popping off. I put a joke about law enforcement here, but it'd be a bit of a cop-out. You don't do anything when you die now. That thing's starting to only give 6 experience. After the string of chest thefts in Liberl, you would think they'd have some locks installed. Are we there yet? Have we made it? Yes. Phew, Armorica Village, we finally made it. Ellie, Tio, how you holding up? I'm doing fine. That break really helped. I am also alive, by some miracle. Must admit, though, this village is quite beautiful. Rural village surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. It's absolutely breathtaking. There's an irresistibly sweet smell in the air. Is that honey? Yeah, I can smell it too. Looks like there's an apiary over that way. According to the database, the honey from Armorica Village is one of the area's specialties. Due to its quality, the demand for Armorican honey is quite high, so it is exported all across Simuria. Yeah, I could believe it. I'd always seen it being sold in grocery stores and markets. Is where it's from? That's right. What a different feeling, experiencing something firsthand rather than simply reading about it in books. Really? Is everything okay? Oh, don't mind me. More importantly, at a glance, this village seems so tranquil. Almost hard to believe it recently fell victim to a monster attack. I know what you mean. Looking around, all I see is a carefree, happy village. Well, based on the CGF's report, first spoke to the village chief for details on the incident. Okay, let's do the same. If anyone here's up to date on the situation, it'll be him. Where does he live, though? I suppose we'll need to ask around. Even he thinks we're nuts. You, we've broken into your house. Can you tell us anything? No, you cannot. Alright, Trails doesn't really do the thing where you, like, where there's, like, hidden loot in a dresser or something, does it? At least Sky didn't. I don't know why I keep insisting on looking. Imagine you don't have anything. Model orbital car, decoration for Lloyd's room. Get extra speed. I don't have Mira. You could totally put messages in dressers. Well, the problem is I'm flat broke. You tell me where the village chief is? Can you tell me where the village chief is? Can you tell me where the village chief is? This isn't working. Hey, the camera angle did change. All on its own. Look at that. I'm going to assume this is where the village chief is. I don't really think we needed to ask around to figure that one out. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for your continued support. Yes, and same to you. Oh, are you sure that price is okay on your end? It's 20% more than what the other merchants paid. Well, you can just take that as a sign of how highly prized this village's specialty is. I assure you, I'll be making plenty of profit. There's no need to worry about me. I'm glad to hear it. Always a pleasure to work with you. And feel free to bring your wife and son here with you next time you visit. Your whole family is welcome in Armorica anytime. I think I'll do just that. Take care, Chief Tolta. I'm sure I'll be back soon. Yes, until next time. Oh, pardon me. And just now. Seemed to be a merchant. In any event, seems like we found the chief's house. And who might you all be? Pardon the intrusion. Are you the chief of this village, perhaps? Indeed I am. My name is Tolta. Are you folks tourists? No, sir. We're here to investigate the recent monster attack in the village. Oh, yes, that whole issue. Folks over at the Guardian Force have stopped by a few times already. Unfortunately, they couldn't find any conclusive leads. However, I'm full of confidence now that all of you are on the job. Sudden optimism is familiar. Yep, same misunderstanding as usual. Past the point where it surprises me anymore. Sorry, sir. I should have been more clear. About what? Despite what you may be thinking, we aren't from the Bracer Guild. We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. I see. Looking at you, I'd have never guessed you were with the police department. I apologize for the misunderstanding. The police rarely visit our Morica village, so I can't say I was expecting this. On the other hand, we've seen a number of bracers come through our gates, following Arios' example. Ah, you don't say. Man, how can that guy be so busy 24/7 and still have the time to pop in to check up on everyone? Anyway, Chief Tolta, as we explained, we came here as part of our investigation into the monster attacks. If you don't mind, could we have you give us the details? Of course, let me think. It happened about 3 weeks ago on the night of a new moon. A pack of monsters snuck into our village, laying waste to any crops they could find. Fruit, wheat, even our livestock was hit. Every household in the village was affected by it to some degree. There were no eyewitnesses, correct? Yes, unlike the rowdy folk in the city, people here tend to go to sleep earlier. After all, we need to be up with the roosters for our farm work, so by that time of night, most of us were already fast asleep. It was when we woke up the next morning that we found the paw prints and damage the monsters had left in their wake. I see. Is that how you were able to identify them as wolf-like monsters? That's right, the paw prints they left were unmistakable. Fortunately, the CGF just so happened to be patrolling by the village later that day. Once we informed them about the attack, they conducted a search of the perimeter just to be safe. Yet they didn't find a single trace of the monsters, just as it's written in the CGF's report. Indeed so. It's now been 3 weeks since then, and we haven't had another attack since. To be honest, I thought this was a one-time issue. I'm sorry to hear that other locations have been attacked as well. So are we. We were noticing on the way in that the whole village looks pretty peaceful for a place that got raided by monsters not that long ago. Weren't your losses pretty heavy? No, it isn't as bad as you think. While it's true that nearly every household was affected, the damage to each of them was relatively light. Really? I thought it was much worse. This is merely a rough estimate, but I'd wager the total loss was around 100,000 Mira? Still, a loss is a loss. It was a stressful time for the village. Thankfully, we were able to strike a business deal that'll help us recover. I'm now suspicious of this pink-haired guy. I'm happy to say that we've finally been able to break even from our losses now. Business deal? Is it with that guest that just left? That's right, he's a trader from the city. Over the past few years, we've maintained a healthy business relationship. After hearing about the damages, he increased his offers by a wide margin. Bless his soul. You don't see that kind of generosity too often in people. Sounds like a kind man. Trader, huh? That explains his fancy getup. Breads like that don't come cheap. Yes, well, considering the shape Crossbell is in, these damages are the least of our worries. Chief Tolta? Sorry, could you explain? Oops, looks like I got caught up in the moment. My apologies, don't worry about all that nonsense. Hey now, Chief, you can't just leave us hanging like that. Drop a juicy tidbit like that in front of us, and of course we're gonna want to know more. I do not appreciate being left in the dark. Huh. I suppose I understand what you mean. Ramblings of an old man may not be that interesting to young people like yourselves, but if you're curious, I can still explain. Yes, sir. Please tell us everything you know. At this point, any information at all might be able to help our investigation. Well, if you insist. You ever heard of the Divine Wolves? Divine wolves? As in wolves with divine power? I do not believe such a term exists in the database. Just as I thought. The legend must be long lost in the city. Shame, really. Sorry, but what exactly is a divine wolf? I don't think I've ever heard the term before. The divine wolves are an ancient species of beast that once resided in Crossbell. Stories describe them as wolves with fur as white as snow. You don't mean these divine wolves be the culprits behind Armorica Village's damages? There's no evidence for it, of course, but personally, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. See, old legends mention that these divine wolves are not ordinary creatures, but holy beasts sent by Idios herself. Long ago, this land of Crossbell was a place rife with conflict and drenched in blood. As the divine wolves watched the foolishness of man play out before them, they would occasionally help the weak or injured. At least that's how the legend goes. Can't believe I'd never heard of this before. Something about this sounds familiar. Yeah, I think I read a fairy tale about a white wolf when I was a little kid. If I remember right, they had a book like that at the library. Yes, I've no doubt the legend of the divine wolf serves as the basis for that particular fairy tale. As I'm sure you are all aware, Crossbell has undergone drastic changes in the past few decades. Once it became the center of trade in Zamoria, being influenced by both the Empire and Republic, Crossbell began to forget its own past. And with that, the divine wolves slowly vanished. Huh. Sounds like they just got fed up with our bullcrap. Can't say I blame them. Those are my thoughts exactly. But it's hard to say for certain what the Divine Wolves' true intentions are. If they had returned after all this time, I can only imagine it would be to warn us of things to come. Why would you think that? Maybe out of my place to say, but I feel that Crossbell City has been developing too rapidly and too aggressively. Last time I took the bus down to visit, all those changes left my jaw on the floor. It's as if people are so caught up in living in the moment, they no longer have the time to remember the past. That's how I see it, anyway. I don't know what to say. Oh dear, I wasn't intending to lambast you poor kids with a sermon. I just think it's possible that this attack might have been a warning from the returning Divine Wolves. It's just one way of interpreting things, I suppose. But it looks to me like you all took the story a bit too seriously. Please ignore me. Those were nothing more than the ramblings of an old man who doesn't know when to stop talking. Oh no, sir, not at all. That was very valuable information. I think we may even be able to tackle this case from a new angle now. I guess it was worth it then. Well, back to the subject at hand. You came here to just conduct an investigation, right? Is there anything else I can do to assist you? Yes, actually. Do we have your permission to ask the villagers about the incident? As long as it's you four, that shouldn't be a problem. And it's about noon too. Perfect. Most should be getting back from their farm work right about this time. Oh, I can't sleep in their bed. Fine wolves, eh? I knew we'd be adding some legendary beasties to our list of suspects. Right? Fortunately, we can't confirm or deny their existence at the moment. But it's something to keep in mind as we continue our investigation. Very Lloyd thing to say. At the very least, the paw prints found at the scene of the crime confirm the presence of some kind of wolf-like beasts. They somehow managed to vanish without a trace. Does not make sense. If they left paw prints, you would normally be able to follow them back to their origin. Right. Chalk that up as another mystery. We're dealing with something that was able to elude the CGF's investigators. Well, for all we know, they might have just slunk off through some secret path in the woods. So no use straining your back over it till we get more details, you know? Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's start with gathering whatever intel we can around here. Considering it's already noon, we might as well grab lunch while we're here too. Can't wait. And I could really start up my appetite. Same here. I'm always down for some grub. Why don't we head on over to the inn and see what info we can find on the way. You got nothing. Whoa, big chest. EP Cut 1. Really gonna take that EP Cut 1? Haven't the Armoricans been through enough? Any other chests? No. Not too long ago, our fields got torn. You don't have anything new for me. Yes, take it all. There you'll find my husband tending the fields near the village. It's lunch break now. Alright, now where's this inn? Over here? Over here. Sheriff told us that he's gonna be heading home soon. I just love him. Celia, I think you might need... You might need to move on, girl. What about you? Cromwell Rice is the real deal, Gofan. I could have a plate of this on my deathbed, I could die happy. Ah, right to hear my laboring in the kitchen is well worth the efforts. Excuse us, sorry to interrupt. Can I help you? Yes, actually. You see, we're from the Crossbell Police Department. We were curious to know if you had any details regarding the wolf attack. Can you remember anything at all? That incident 3 weeks ago, you mean? What I recall, everyone had work pretty early the next day, so we were all asleep by that time. It was like the monsters appeared at the perfect time to strike. Talk about an unlucky break. I'm afraid that's all I can really share with you. That's about all I'd be able to tell you, too. Most of the guests I've talked to didn't see anything either. That's unfortunate. And here I was hoping for some solid evidence right off the bat. Well, that's how investigations go. Answers only show up when you're patient and steadily gather information. That may be, but do you think we can take a break? My stomach is going to implode. Oh, you folks haven't eaten yet. This is the perfect opportunity to get you four hooked on our inn's specialty omelet rice on the house. Oh no, that's not necessary, sir. Lloyd? Nonsense. Just think of it as my way of welcoming some new friends. Or just think of it as a marketing tactic. Next time you visit our market village, come stop by the Ash Tree Inn for lunch. Can't refuse that generosity, can we? Lloyd, we might as well take him up on his kind offer, if that's the case. I second that notion. Oh, okay, I guess. We'd love some omelet rice. Why don't you folks find yourselves an empty table while I whip up your meal? Well, we haven't learned anything yet. Oh, we found the pink-haired guy. Aren't you? Oh, it's you. You're a trader from Crossbell City, aren't you? That's right. I suppose Chief Tolta must have told you? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Harold Hayworth. I run a small trading company out of Crossbell City. The 4 of you come here as buyers too. Do I recognize the name Hayworth? Do I recognize Hayworth from this game, or is there something in Sky? No, actually, we're... Oh, you're with the CPD? My apologies for the misunderstanding. Special support section, though. Why does that name sound so familiar? Oh, never mind. I know who this is. Oh, of course, the Crossbell Times. Take it you read that article on us. Please try not to let that influence your opinion of us. There's no need to be embarrassed. All I see is a group of individuals who are working hard in a newly formed division of the CPD. I guess we technically didn't see him in Sky. Like we did, but we didn't. Sure, that article may not have been the most flattering. To be honest, I thought it genuinely tried to paint your efforts as earnest. You really think so? I suppose it could be interpreted like that from a more optimistic perspective. Who is he then? He's Ren's... I forget if he's Ren's father or like he adopted her. I don't know. There's Ren's guardian of some sort. Well, maybe knowing the author just made us assume the worst. Anyway, you mentioned wolf-like monsters. I heard talk of a similar incident that took place over at St. Ursula Medical College. It's worrisome to think this is happening all over. You do business with St. Ursula too, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I do. You see, I wholesale medical supplies to them every so often. Rumor has it that someone there was injured during the attack. Also, wasn't there some damage over in that mining town, Mainz, too? Fortunately so. The Guardian Force is conducting a search there as we speak. That's reassuring, at least. Perhaps I should pay Mainz a visit as well. By the way, Mr. Hayworth, something has me curious. I heard you gave the village a very generous offer on the goods you came here to buy today. Did Chief Tolta tell you that, too? I assure you, it wasn't an act of charity or anything of the sort. Morika's specialty items, especially their honey, received glowing reviews these past few months. I simply wanted to use the opportunity to leave a nice impression on the people here. It's just good business after all. I'm now less suspicious of him now that I've realized who he is. Pretty shrewd, I'll give you that. I believe I understand now. As they say, trust is the foundation of business. If that's the case, you must be running a smooth operation. Oh no, I still have a lot to learn about business. Also, allow me to apologize. I sincerely wish I had more useful information to give you. No, please don't let that bother you. After all, we should be the ones apologizing, taking up all your time like this. Not at all. Best of luck to you all with your investigation. No one in here. Yes, I did do all the doors in third. Every single one. Including all 3 levels of fishing. All of the quizzes. All the combat. Am I done in here? Yeah, Star Door 15? No, 14? No, 15. There were only 15. Yeah, it was 15, which is weird because 13 or 14 required you to complete every other door, so you couldn't do them in numerical order. Scratch marks from some kind of canine. Haven't I talked to all the villagers? Did I not talk to you? Is there someone in the shop I didn't talk to? You. If monsters were behind it, shouldn't there have been more damage? I believe that is what we call blue. Who else do I need to talk to? The children? You again? Who is your husband? Oh, I never talked to this guy. He's gone. I just have that to say. This was just a treasure chest. It was weirdly talking dirty to me when I took the EP Cut 1. Have I missed someone? Is there a person in this? Am I looking for a ghost or something? Who am I missing? I've talked to the child. I've talked to the mom. I've talked to you. I've talked to everyone in here. You're just still in love with Mr. Hayworth. Doesn't he technically have 2 kids? Because didn't Ren see them from a distance and they had another kid with them? Oh, we're still not. What the heck? This guy perfectly blended in. I genuinely didn't see him. Such a nice day out. Oh, you guys here to do a little fishing too? Not exactly. We're officers from the Crossbell Police Department. We're here to investigate the monster attack that took place roughly 3 weeks ago. You don't strike me as Armorican, but if you know anything about it, anything at all, please do tell us. Oh, so that's what you're here for. Memory serves me right. I was trying to catch a python head around then, so I wasn't actually in the village. I bet your horses I heard the stories afterwards, though. A little bit. See, well, thank you for letting us have a moment of your time. We'll just have to find leads elsewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Man, y'all have to travel all the way out here for police stuff? Not gonna lie, that sounds rough. Oh, that reminds me. You guys happen to fish? A day as beautiful as this comes once in a blue moon. It'd be a shame if you weren't able to kick back and enjoy the sun for a bit. Oh, and I can't forget about this either. Because an angler's best friend. You can use it to record every detail about every catch from color to size. No worries. Part of the Fisherman's Guild, yada yada. We've traumatized Estelle and a generation of people that played Sky 3. Hey, this is a stroke of luck. Now we got a nice hobby we can do between jobs or something. Right, while one of us, not me, fishes, the rest can take the chance to rest. Rest is a necessity, you know. What you're saying, I'm guessing you two are still tired from the walk here. Then I think about it. The last time I fished was when Guy first taught me. I joined the police, we never had much time to go, but maybe I should try to get back into it. You're itching to try it out. There's a pretty nice fishing spot in Armorica. I do remember seeing one in Crossbell as well, in the Harbor Districts. See that little jetty over there? Cast your line around there and you'll get... I read that as bitches. That is not the correct word. Cast your line around there and you'll get bitches in no time. No, you'll get bites in no time. I appreciate the advice. Thanks for everything. On the water surface indicates a prime spot for fishing. Information regarding codfish is recorded. I saw a great... I've seen a great hat that was just a huge parody of that. Women fear me, fish fear me, men turn their eyes away from me as I walk. No beasts dare make a sound in my presence. I am alone on this barren earth. Alright, let's fish. Pokemon rules. Wait until the exclamation mark. Is this where I get the fish fillets from? Earth Sepith. What do you got with Earth Sepith? These fish don't seem to have fish fillets. Tender whitefish, and we got Earth Sepith. Okay, now we've surely talked to everyone. Die, son of a bitch! Who have I not talked to? Are you hiding children in the floorboards? Can I question them? I believe this should conclude our investigation here. I didn't even talk to anybody new. What the... I agree. Shame we didn't really learn anything new. Eyewitness testimonies aside, I was positive we'd find someone who at least heard a wolf howling or something. It is strange. Anyway, I think we covered just about everything we can here. Next up is St. Ursula Medical College. We'll have to head back to the city first, though. Sounds good to me. I can't say I'm eager to make the trek all the way back there. Me neither. It's not worth the trouble. Or pain. Huh, you heard the ladies, Lloyd? Loud and clear. Let's go check when the next bus arrives at the bus stop. So the next bus comes in 30 minutes? Oh man, what a pain in the ass wait time. Too long to sit here, too short to go do something else. I was hoping I could grab a drink at the inn, but that won't give me enough time to really enjoy it. Shouldn't be drinking on the job in the first place, Randy. You? Something wrong? No, I just thought I heard something in the distance. Try maximizing the sensitivity of my sensor in order to amplify the sound. Please be quiet for a moment. Sure thing. Sorry, everyone. It must have been my imagination. Don't worry about it, Tio. You think you could describe the sounds? sound to us? Well, could not confirm it. I could have sworn I heard howling. Seriously? It was the monsters we're after? Please do not get your hopes up. Likely misheard it. Could have also been a simple sensor malfunction. What should we do? Search the surrounding area for signs of wolves? Let me think. Theo, what's the range on your sensors? Operating normally, it should be around 50 Celg. However, at times, certain atmospheric conditions will carry this. Cause sound to carry for twice that distance. Phew, damn, that far, eh? Sounds like we won't be able to determine where the sound came from in that case. That's okay. In the meantime, we'll just have to keep our ears open. All of you really believe I heard something? Huh? You said you heard it, right? Yes, I did say that. But when I'm able to hear things that the average person cannot, people typically assume I'm lying or that I have an overactive imagination. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. We all know that you're 1 in a million, Teotot. What? It's true. Plus, why wouldn't we believe you? Sure, we haven't known each other for long, but you've already saved us more times than I can count. Can't think of any reason to ever doubt you. I apologize, everyone. That question was silly of me to ask. Please, forget about it, if possible. Sure. It's really not a big deal. Oh, you're still here? Ah, Mr. Hayworth. Are all of you about to head back to the city? Yes, that's right. Are you doing the same, Mr. Hayworth? Indeed I am. Now that I've picked up some souvenirs for my wife and son. Yeah, they did have another son. You have another child too, you fuck! Ready to return home. Are all of you planning on taking the bus back? How long of a wait until the next one arrives? Fortunately, it'll be another half hour according to the schedule. If you're waiting for the bus too, you're welcome to stand around and shoot the breeze with us. We'd be happy for the company. Oh, I appreciate the offer, but... there should be just enough room for 5. Can I offer you a ride instead? I'd be happy to drive all of you back to the city. Chance of rain is 10%. Thank you for the ride back, Mr. Hayworth. My pleasure. I was heading back to the city anyway. It was a really, really, really wide car. Man, you must really be rolling in it to be able to afford your own orbital car. Last I heard, these things were still crazy expensive. I believe a vehicle of this model and manufacture would cost approximately 800,000 Mira. 800,000 Mira? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Well, it's an invaluable tool for a trader like myself. I could take the bus, but the transit time would end up bottlenecking business. So I decided to bite the bullet and get my own vehicle. I'm sure you had other reasons to buy it aside from business. For example, I bet it lets you get home to your family earlier, right? You caught me. Ah, so there's the real reason. You even got gifts for him and everything. Is this what people call the ideal husband and father? No, that's giving me far too much credit. I often have to go on business trips, so this is just my way of making it up to them for leaving them home alone so often. How old is your son? He turns 5 years old this year. He's not quite at Sunday school age yet, but he's filled with curiosity. His mother certainly has her hands full with his constant questions and endless curiosity. See, they all sound like a happy family. Yes, we are. Besides, we have to be happy. Mr. Hayworth? Oh, don't mind me, just thinking aloud. Look, we should be close to the end of the old road now. One more right turn and then we're practically there. Hold on a second. Thank you again for driving us all the way back to the city, Mr. Hayworth. Oh, it was nothing. It was on the way, so why not travel in good company? Well, best of luck with your investigation. You've got my full support. We appreciate it, sir. Best way to show your support would be to call on the SSS for any help you may need. Yep, and if possible, let us know before you turn to the guild, yeah? You guys... My word, at least try to be a little subtle about it. But someone's got to do the PR for us. Ain't that right, Teotot? Indeed, advertising is considered a crucial aspect of all business models. That's true enough. If I'm ever in any trouble, I'll be sure to go straight to you. Oh, that reminds me. I have something for you that might come in handy. Then again, as police officers, you might find it unnecessary. See Crossbell City map. Map of the city. It's just a little something I put together last month to help guide tourists around. Feel free to use it if it'll help. This would be really nice to have when we're patrolling the city. Be sure to put this to good use. We really appreciate all your help, Mr. Hayworth. Oh, think nothing of it. I only wish I had something more to offer. Well then, until we meet again, good luck all of you. It's not every day you run into someone as nice as him. I agree. His skill at being an unrelenting people pleaser seems to rival even yours, Lloyd. Hey. Maybe, but don't forget, the guy's a traitor. I bet it takes more than being nice to run a successful business. Well, Mr. Hayworth and his business seem to be prospering, all while still cooperating with local businesses. Most Crossbell traders I know of try to make as much money as possible by trading abroad. So I get the impression that traders like Mr. Hayworth are fairly rare. Huh, good point. Never thought of it that way. He runs an honest business. Groups like Ravash are as dirty as they come. It's just how Crossbell is nowadays. Yes, that may be true. People like Mr. Hayworth show that Crossbell isn't all bad. He gives me hope. Me too, Ellie. Anyway, it's already past noon. How about we all head to the next place? Sounds like a good plan. St. Ursula Medical College, right? Maybe we should head to the south exit in that case. Right, there should be a bus stop there we can use. From what I hear, they got buses heading to St. Ursula every 30 minutes. Oh, nice. Works for me. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head on over. St. Ursula. Not how I planned it, but I'm finally going to see Cecile. Well, in the city, press start. Assume that's start. To bring up a map of the city, press start again for a map of the state. If you're inside the city, you can use the map as a shortcut. Travel around quickly. Fast travel selected area. Listed on the left side of the screen. Resumption and fast travels will be unavailable. This is a cool map. I like this. Yeah, seems pretty accurate as to Crossbell that we get to explore. There's a chest here. Excuse me, I would very much appreciate if someone would let me in. Oh, I see it. There's no way it's that ladder, right? Hold on. Hold on, we've got science. Not that way. Sorry, Bat, you got in the way. Is it this room? No, not this room. I don't actually think going backwards is any faster. We accidentally got a preempt. There's no way that's this ladder, right? Let's go. Did you know the Bell of Crossbell was recovered in S1185, but it was known of long before researchers relocated it. Its documented history dates back to the Middle Ages, and it helped inspire the name Crossbell. I'm so proud of myself right now. Okay, yeah, it was actually like 4.5 screens from the entrance. I guess I probably could have fast traveled out of there, but Crossbell's not that big. I don't think I need to be relying on fast travel yet. Especially when we have turbo mode. Wait, why are we not Ellie? You. Exchange. Do I have to ask about the request? No, sell. No, exchange. It's a nice option, but I'll probably use it once or twice, but like Crossbell is just not huge and cumbersome to travel. And yeah, we get to move pretty freaking quick. Oh yeah, enemies don't really drop money, they drop Sepith, and then I sell Sepith. Oh. Here's you've managed to exchange 30 of each Sepith type. Just one moment, please. Hello, this is the reception desk. I'd like to convert 30 of each Sepith each type of Sepith into Mirror, please. Right. Okay, I see. Yes, understood. Confirm the transaction with our employees at the exchange terminal. There was an incident where an employee confused Earth Sepith and Space Sepith, but we were thankfully able to clear that up. Here's hoping things will run smoothly from now on. Huh. Guessing they got more hands-on experience now? I'm glad we were able to be of service to you. Oh, of course, you've been an immense help. It's not much, but please take this as a token of our appreciation. Rather generous reward. That's not all. You can keep using the VIP card I gave you earlier. You're our special guest, so you may continue to use our exchange service as you please. Please consider it as another token of our thanks. You sure about this? Isn't this too much? Ain't this supposed to be a service meant for IBC members only? You're telling me we're getting these awesome perks all thanks to Mademoiselle here? I highly doubt that's the reason why. You're not giving us special treatment because of me, right, Lanfei? Of course not. Please visit again if there's anything I can assist you with in the future. I think you have to buy Arts Defense +3. And now we were going to the south exit. Still need to find where I get fish fillets. I assume I still don't have. Tender whitefish, marbled steak, milled flour. Yeah, no fish fillets. This is out the south exit? Yes. Crossbell Airport. Oh, that's not where we're going. Over here, let's take the bus. Oh. What do you have to say? Oh, there's the bus. Looks like the next bus is scheduled to leave in 10 minutes. Oh good, we won't have to wait too long then. It's been a while since I last visited St. Ursula. Same here. I actually intended to visit sooner, but we've just been so busy. You did? Why? Been feeling under the weather? No, I have a friend who works there. Someone who's always been there for me. We've been meaning to see each other since I got back. We were both so busy with work, we kept putting it off. Well, I'm glad you'll have the chance to see each other now. Your friend's working at the hospital. Does that make him a doctor or something? A nurse, actually. Apparently, she's in charge of the younger staff, so she's always extremely busy. Excuse me, did you just say a nurse? As in one of those sweet gals who pampers you as she takes your temperature with those tight little uniforms and everything? What? They do have to wear uniforms, sure, but... So? How old is she? Huh? Well, she's 5 years older than me, so that'd make her 23 now. We were next door neighbors for a long time, so she's basically like a sister to me. Is she a looker? Well, sure, I suppose. So to recap, she's 2 years older than me, she's hot, and she's pretty much always wearing a nurse's uniform. It's time to look alive, Randy Orlando. You were born for this very moment. Man, what did I do to deserve this happiness? You're the best thing that's ever happened to me, buddy, old pal. Looking forward to that glowing introduction, wingman. No. Why are you guys always like, why are you lumping Lloyd in with him? Hey, well, don't lump me in with him. One step ahead of you. Something the matter, Tio? You seemed like you've been lost in thought for a while now. Oh, it's nothing. Simply not especially fond of hospitals. The smell of antiseptic and the sight of needles in particular. I see. Do you think you'll be okay? I want to stay, but there are no issues. It's merely a dislike. It is not as if I have a phobia of hospitals. Yeah, no kidding, word for word. Your sake. Hope you were not about to give me permission to sit out. Yeah, of course not. That was a close one. I'll need to watch what I say around her. Besides, I would also like to meet your friend, Lloyd. Assume she was the one you were so happily speaking with on the phone. how'd you know about that? Two of you must be really close if you think of her as your sister. I'm really looking forward to meeting her now. For real, as far as I'm concerned, she's the main event waiting for us there. You guys, don't forget about the investigation. Bus still isn't here. It's already been 30 minutes. What's the deal, Lloyd? Didn't you say it was coming in 10? Don't look at me. This is strange, though. The bus shouldn't be this late. I was afraid of this happening. What are we going to do? Why is it 20 minutes late? I tried contacting them, but they wouldn't even pick up the stupid phone. Excuse me, is something wrong with the bus? It's rare for the bus line to fall this far behind schedule. Yeah, they've apparently run into some trouble on the road. We got a call from the driver about it. Before he could tell me what was going on, the line cut out and I couldn't get back in contact. That mean he sensed trouble. By the way, who are you working for? Oh, me? I'm with the Crossbell City Transportation Division. We oversee the entirety of the bus service across the state. This probably isn't something to contact the CGF about, so I guess we'll have to rely on the Bracer Guild again. You guys thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, I think so. What other option do we have? It comes knocking again, eh? Excuse me, you mind letting us take care of this? Huh? Why, who are you guys? Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. We're actually on our way to the hospital as part of an investigation. Really? You guys are police officers? Ooh, I'm pretty sure I've read about you guys in some magazine. Something about the CPD starting a civil service branch that's basically like the Guild? Well, we're not exactly the same as the Guild, but we can definitely go and assess the situation for you. Well, okay, I don't see any harm in it. I'll leave it to you guys then. Should I call some bracers in for backup? Or, no, I don't think that'll be necessary. Let's go, everyone. Right, let's get moving. Oh yeah, that's done. Medium for this. Oh, I need to go turn in that need. I should go turn in this one. Hi, Fran. Thank you, Fran. Give me my points. Give me my money. Bye, Fran. Ursula Road. Remember when you said they walked once and said, fuck this? It's like we're about to do it again. Already max advantage. Never lucky. That didn't kill it like I was hoping. These guys have a bit more HP than stuff in the other. I've used crafts. Maybe. Hey, we won against the monkey. I don't want to hear anything about it. Oh. Hot marks in her glass, by the way. Yeah, she's struggling a little bit. Downer. We have AoE arts now. Look at us go. Fucking fancy. Well, I think Lloyd's about to jump back ahead of Ellie. Jeez, he jumped ahead by a lot. 50 experience ahead now. Wait, Ellie's in last. This mechanic is stupid sometimes. And a coral ring. CPD found out who stole from me, you'd be unemployed. Not that way. That miss sucked. Why did this raccoon specifically run by everyone to get to Randy? As you walk away with a mediocre item, you fail to notice the chest itself is made of priceless Zemurian ore. Oh no, look over there. Damn, this ain't looking good. Somebody help me. Where'd these monsters even come from? How have you been surviving for like 30 minutes against these things? Oh, Idios, take the wheel. Are you okay? Who are you guys? CPD, Special Support Section. We'll take it from here, so get back in the bus. Hold on, we got La Forte. That's a lot of damage. In hindsight, I should have used that on, No, we don't need to heal yet. Weak to fire. And resistant to all statuses. 2,000 health. You may as well heal yourself. Okay, let's pop a couple S-crafts. This is a lot of summoned allies. Why did it attack me and die? Am I carrying, like, malaria or something? What happened? I must have countered it or something. Oh, you're out of points. I know Lloyd has an interrupt. What about Randy? Oh, that's a lot smaller than I was thinking. Well, it turns out Ellie's pretty good. Let's keep you interrupted. It's unfortunately kind of low damage. Oh, maybe it died of burns. That's probably it. Alright. Well, let's pop Lloyd's S-Craft. See if we can't kill it. We cannot kill it. That's a lot of damage. Rather unfortunate. 246 left. I didn't mean to attack a different target. It does give you that before any enemies go. That got a little bit spooky. Any faint? No faints. All right, I am now seeing the value of Ellie as the most valuable party member. Yeah, because who had it in the previous games? Tita had it. Did Kevin have AoE healing? He might have. I don't know if he did in second chapter. I think he did in third. Tita and Olivier did for sure. I think Kevin did too. That was a little too close for comfort. You can say that again. These monsters were simply enormous. Where could they have come from? I suspect they originated from deep in the forest. And then Claudia had her S-craft. Or Chloe, whatever the... I don't know why I just randomly pick a name for... I just randomly pick one of her names and just use it. Like, it's never consistent either. Sometimes I call her Chloe, sometimes I call her Claudia. Chloe had one on her S-craft. However, for what reason would they venture out onto the highway? Beats me. It's definitely pretty fishy, though. My heroes. For a second there, I thought I was finished. We're just glad you weren't hurt. Assuming those monsters were the reason you were stuck here? Well, sort of, but not really. The engine on this thing broke down before the monsters showed up. It happens occasionally, so I popped the hood to take a look at it. That's when your ugly pals popped out of the woods, yeah? Engine failure also caused your communication device to stop working? Yep, the communications gets its power from the engine too. Alchemoth, that's the high Entia town, right? Gormott, I do love me Gormott. Rogueport, there's an interesting call. I need to finish Thousand Year Door. I got it for my birthday, and then I started it, and then I just didn't actually finish it. I'll have to give it some more thought as to what other good towns there are. It's power from the engine, too. I'm gonna have to run some tests to see if it can be fixed. Afraid this might take some time. We should probably return to the city and let the transportation division know about this. It would appear fate has even more walking in store for us. I ain't a fan of it either, but it doesn't look like we have much choice. Heads up. Oh, hell no. There's still more of them? This isn't looking too hot. Hey, Lloyd, I don't think we can take on all of them at once. We'll have to focus our efforts on one at a time. No, that won't work. It'll be over if one gets near the bus. Damn, you're right. Need to figure something out quickly. They're coming. Huh? I know these two. The hell? Let's do this, Joshua. Her bust is so different. Both of their bust shots are so different, and it's so... like, the art style is so different, and it's so jarring. Right. amazing. You're incredible. Yeah, Joshua is a completely different person. This isn't Joshua. This is genuinely black-haired young man. Phew, looks like we made it just in the nick of time. Are you okay, Estelle? Yep, that was nothing. I'm just glad I finally managed to get the timing right in our combo attack. Oh, but putting that aside... Did you guys happen to be with the Crossbell police? Yeah, Estelle's I'm sure will grow on me, but yeah, Joshua's is wild. Someone from the transportation division told us what happened. Yeah, we are. Who are you two? Huh, I can imagine you're confused seeing a girl just fly in from out of nowhere. Sorry we didn't introduce ourselves earlier. I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. I'm Joshua. I recently transferred over to the Bracer Guild's Crossbell branch. Bracers, I should have figured. Nice to meet you two. We're members of the CPD's Special Support Section. Thanks a lot, by the way. You really helped us out of that jam. Haha, no biggie. Besides, the four of you looked like you could handle things. Sorry if we butted in at the last second. Oh no, not at all. To be honest, things might have taken a turn. Yeah, a turn for the worse if you hadn't shown up. I'm Lloyd. Lloyd Bannings. My name's Ellie McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's up? Name is Randy Orlando. Tio Plato. Pleasure. Lloyd, Ellie, Randy, and Tio. Gotta make sure to remember those names. Wait, Tio and Lloyd? What are the odds? Is there something significant about our names? Sorry about that. Just thought it was funny because I knew some people named Tio and Lloyd from back home. You obviously look nothing alike, though. Okay, then. Getting back to the topic at hand, how's the bus doing? Seems they're having some engine trouble, am I right? Yeah, actually. I think there might be a weak connection with the quartz, but I'm not sure. If only they brought their child with them. Like, literally, if only they brought Tito with them. Man, if I knew this was gonna happen, I would have paid more attention in maintenance class. And Tita, by the way, is the best character in Sky, and I will not hear otherwise. If you don't mind, could I take a look at it? Might be able to get it up and running for you. Seriously? Come to think of it, you're pretty darn good at handling airships, huh, Joshua? Tita's working on a nuke. So I bet simple maintenance like this will be a real piece of cake for you. Oh, bless the Bracer Guild, you guys always know what to do. Oh no, it's just a coincidence that my skills came in handy here. Yo, Tio Todd, I don't suppose you're a maintenance guru too, are you? That is unfortunately outside of my area of expertise. I'm fairly proficient with orbital network equipment, however. So what brought you guys all the way out here, before all this bus business, you know? Are you after some wanted monsters like we are? No, not exactly. Actually on our way to the hospital on police business. This whole situation wasn't a part of the plan. In Ursula Medical College, right? Huh? There's a hospital all the way out here? Well, we'll be happy to wrap things up with this bus situation. If you got some urgent police stuff to do, you should go on ahead. Oh, are you sure? Thank you. I'll take you up on that offer. You said your names are Estelle and Joshua, correct? Yep, that's us. Hopefully we'll run into you guys again at some point. I agree. It'd be nice to have some friends our age out here. Oh, yeah, sounds good. Well then, Estelle and Joshua, leave the bus in your capable hands. Sure thing. Take care of yourselves out there. Estelle and Joshua, 2 new faces for the guild's ranks. I suppose that's just how it goes. They're the same age as us, but I get the impression they're reputable bracers. Yeah, they definitely look like pros to me. In their attitudes and their combat skills, I can tell they've been in their fair share of fights. Indeed, they disposed of 3 of those monsters in an instant while we struggled against 2 of them. Suppose we found ourselves rivals. Guess so. Well, open's not gonna get us anywhere, so we'll just have to work with what we have. Besides, rivals might be a bit too much. Let's just think of them as friendly competition, okay? That'll hopefully keep us motivated. Fail to see how the competition is fair given the gap in our skill levels. Let's just be happy they aren't on Arios' level, eh? That's true, I suppose. It's all on how you look at things. They're doing us a huge favor, so let's get ourselves to the hospital ASAP. Now, if only the bus were operational. Just think of this as training, Tio. It'll only make us stronger. Rivals like the Marvel kind? There's a gray chest. I now know what that means. Wait, hold up. There's fish. I think that means... I think that might mean something. Were you ever into those sorts of games? I don't think I got my fish fillet. Yeah, either or. Did not get my fish fillet. Oh, there's other fish. That is a couple of fish. Big counter, okay, we take that. Yeah, I guess either PvE... Any form of shooters, really. Any form of competitive shooters, or we'll rephrase it. You got there. Oh, we got fish fillet. How many did I need? Need 1 more. I didn't look at the what's in the chest. I didn't look at the chest note. I know that. Why is there a girl just standing on the beach? This beach is hell, dude. Ellie, what the fuck was that? Ellie, please. Beg of you. Open your eyes, please, when you're shooting. Very weak to earth. Top marks, yeah. So they say. Oh, Lloyd's one level ahead. You know what that means. We got the last one. Girl, it is way too chaotic for you to be down here. Not a shooter guy, he did go hard with League. He did play TF2. Alright. I played a little bit of Overwatch. My WoW friend, or a bunch of my WoW friends got Overwatch. So I played it with them. I need a big XP fight to be the next one here. Importantly, thanks. Actually, I needed to get that off my chest. This won't be a big XP fight. No, this will definitely not be a big XP fight. Whatever. We'll eventually catch up to Lloyd. Reviving bomb. Did it just get a lot brighter? See what you did there. Yeah, I think we talked about League in your stream the other day. And there's so many enemies. Yeah, it sounds kind of like me. What about, like, card games? I know you said you've been collecting Magic a little bit now, but, like... What about, like, Hearthstone or something? Well, fine, we're just fighting you straight on. This is you. That's why you just gotta run the toxic meta decks. The fish just kill itself? Why did it just disappear? Impede. This tree didn't impede you from seeing me. No, it didn't, because I'm smart. I had that thing equipped. The one that lets me see things. Ah, yes, scavenging hyena. Yeah, that sounds about right for scavenging hyena. I definitely played way too much Hearthstone. Well, fire was like extra not effective. Wait, hold on. I don't like this multi-battle chain that I seem to have accidentally started. I am sealed. really did anything with the PvE mode. I'm sealed again. Oh no, paralyzed. Sorry, not sealed. I can still craft arts. Is that not seal? No, that's definitely a paralyzed symbol. Right, I had it backwards. We talked about this. Remember mute, and then you remember the... yeah. Which I still think is a goofy way to do it, but whatever. Very weak to fire. Oh, they self-destruct. But we found this treasure chest by chasing them. Tinkle earrings. Long chest is not what's on the inside that counts, but what's on the outside. Oh, I think it's very much what's on the inside that counts for chests. What the heck? Where's my thing? Where's my team attack? Seems we're like extra not weak to fire. By extra not weak, I mean the opposite of weak. Well, they're probably weak to water would be my guess. Which unfortunately only TO has at the moment. Yeah, good damage from water. That's Stargazer's tower, then does this make me Tower Gazer's chest? Yes. Can you stop moving? Thank you. Can I get a team rush? Yes. On Giuseppeth. You know, I meant to, look into look into getting some more slots and orbs. Orbments. Never did that when I got back to town. Sold my Sepith for the quest, but that's all. Oh, does that mean we're here? It does mean we're here. St. Ursula Medical College. So this is St. Ursula, huh? Even from here, I can tell this is one impressive place. St. Ursula Medical College. It's the most distinguished general hospital in Zamaria. It is famous for its medical research. Wow, I didn't realize it was that well known. I guess it must get lots of visitors given how frequently the bus line runs here. St. Ursula was originally founded with help from the Principality of Rimiferia, a country known for its advanced medical technology. Or the hospital even frequently accepts patients from neighboring countries. See that nurse walk by? Hot damn! That's a sight for sore eyes, alright. Someone's in a good mood. Here several times, but we always traveled by car. It was quite the trip on foot, wasn't it? You? Oh, I'm sure you're tired after all that, huh? No, I'm perfectly fine. It's a shorter walk here than our trip to Ormorica village. Alright, just don't push yourself too hard, okay? Understood. There's no need to worry about me. Importantly, shall we go see that friend of yours, Lloyd? Oh, I almost forgot about her. Lloyd, let's find her. Pronto. I'm afraid to ask why you're getting so excited, Randy. But whatever. Talking to Cecile first should make our investigation go quicker. Let's ask for her at the reception desk. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good plan, shall we? That's the restaurant. You lucked out. Doesn't look like it's too crowded today. Yeah, the waiting room is usually packed with people. Let's try asking for Cecile at the front desk. Right, they should be able to call her there. Call her here. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. You have an appointment, or are you here to visit someone? Neither, actually. Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. Came here as part of an investigation we're conducting. I see, so you're with the police. This investigation, is it related to the monster attack? Yes, ma'am. We received a request from the CGF to assist. We'd like to speak with everyone involved in the incident, if possible. Oh, of course. The hospital director isn't here right now, so shall I call the nurse administrator for you instead? Well, actually, someone I know works here, and, she isn't busy at the moment. I'd like to see if she could show us around. He sounds nervous. Of course he's nervous. We're about to call a gorgeous nurse here to give us a personal tour of the place. That only applies to you, right? Lloyd? Holy crap. She's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, Cecile. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They've come about the investigation. Hi. Sorry for visiting out of the blue like this. I, probably should have called first. Oh, Cecile, are you crying? I've missed you so much. Come back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long. Yeah. Sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've been caught up with work and... Anyways, isn't this a little much? It's kind of embarrassing. Who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. We were about the same height when you left for Calvert. Well, I have had 3 years to grow. Well, this is, so sweet. I'm starting to feel ill. Damn you, Lloyd. How dare you hide your beautiful goddess of a sister from me? Let me properly introduce myself. I'm Cecile Muse. So you three are Lloyd's co-workers, right? Yes, my name is Ellie McDowell. Tio Plato, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Randy Orlando's the name, I assure you. I assure you, the pleasure's all mine. Nice to meet all of you. I'm such a scatterbrain. Here I was thinking Lloyd brought his girlfriend to pay me a visit. Cecile, what are you talking about? I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years, right? I'd hoped that you'd make a girlfriend or two that you'd introduce me to. Oops. You actually dating one of them, but you're trying to keep it under wraps because you're co-workers? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag. Cecile, please. So, which one is it? Ellie? Tio? Oh my, you aren't dating both of them at the same time, are you? Cecile, I'm not dating them. Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you. Don't worry, you've got my full support. No, I do not swing that way. Well, she certainly is interesting. Ooh, everything about this lady is just wonderful, even that ditzy personality of hers. Anyway, Cecile, we're actually here about the recent monster attack. Yes, that's right. I already received permission from the nurse administrator to tell you everything. It happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our residents, Lytton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, there was something odd about it. CGF reports mentioned the possibility it may have been a misunderstanding on the victim's part. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly. It seems that the CGF weren't completely convinced by his account. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I heard Lytton was attacked on the roof. Roof? How is that possible? Well, you see, the hospital roof is a terrace, complete with its own garden. Entrance to the research ward is up there, too. Gotcha. So to sum it up, it ain't a place you'd ever expect monsters to show up. Yes, that's the conclusion that the CGF ended up reaching, too. But considering they asked you to investigate further, it seems they weren't satisfied with that answer. I don't know, Cecile. Honestly, I don't think they're expecting that much out of us. Always so modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossbell Times, you know. I could tell from that just how hard you guys have been working. Oh, you talking about the case in the downtown district? Are you telling me they actually made us look good for once? I may not have outright stated it, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized at St. Ursula. Heard a bit about the situation while their friends came to visit them. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning they owed a lot to you for. Huh, really? Glad we were able to help. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. See your head swelling before our very eyes, Randy. Let me think. Interview with Lytton is probably a good place to start your investigation. Yeah, if you could introduce us, that'd be great. So I'd like to investigate the actual crime scene if possible. I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll show you both to both Lytton's room and the roof. You sure you have time for that, Cecile? Oh, don't worry, it's no trouble at all. I'm on break right now anyway. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me, everyone. Thank you. Be appreciated. I'll follow you anywhere you like. Well, it seems like everyone's really hitting it off with Cecile. This is the dormitories. Probably isn't where... Oh, because that's the... Yeah, not the hospital. This wing of the hospital, we have rooms for patients on the second and third floors. The resident you're looking for should be on the second floor. I'll show you to his room. Appreciate it, Cecile. This should be the room. There are other patients here, so try to keep your voices down, okay? Sure thing, we just need to listen to his account. Shall we then? Things seem to be progressing well. At this rate, I may even be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow. For real? I wouldn't lie to you about that. Once you get out of here, prepare yourself. I have 100 torms worth of work stacked on my desk waiting for you to tackle it. Now, Dr. Gunter, come on. Way to kick a man while he's down. Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain, hardly anything major. He'll be fine in no time. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy, about anything. Yes, I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before. This is cruel and unusual, Doctor. Are you a sadist or something? Given the amount of work I have to deal with here, I'd say I'm closer to a masochist. Good grief, what an idiot's name are you two talking about? Oh? Nurse News. What's the matter with you two talking about this sort of thing here of all places? This is a hospital. What if a child heard you? Sorry about that. Whoops, fair point. Oh, do we have visitors? They're officers from the CPD. They wanted to speak to Litton directly about that incident, actually. Oh. So that's what you're here for. I should have guessed. Suppose you don't need me here for that, so I'll be on my way. If you do happen to need me, I'll be making my usual rounds. Thank you, Dr. Gunter. Don't even think about sneaking out to go fishing. Oh, I would never. Excuse me, then. Who is that? That was Dr. Gunter, one of our associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather questionable. Now then, Litton, are you feeling well enough to answer some of their questions? Sure, I don't mind, but... the CGF already come through here for their own investigation? Why are the CPD doing one now? Well, unfortunately, the CGF hit a dead end. Because of that, they asked us to assist with an investigation of our own. Ah, okay. Guess this must mean they thought I was dreaming or something. Maybe they figured I had the worst possible episode of sleepwalking? No, no, that can't be it. Litton, could you tell us what exactly happened last week? Possible, start from the very beginning. Yeah, no problem. It was late, I just finished slaving away on my research paper. See, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lago, who's notoriously hard to please. For hours and hours spent staring at those damn pages, I found myself a bit woozy once I got up from my desk. Sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. And I decided to get some fresh air, and that's when I heard it. Then I don't remember much after that. Next morning, the janitor found me on the roof, passed out and torn up. I was immediately taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated, which brings us to now. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened now. So I take it you didn't get a good look at whatever it was that attacked you? Not really. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but apparently I passed out from shock. What I can remember is the sight of blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur. CGF asked me if I thought it was wolf-like, and I told them yes, but I was never 100% certain. See. Where exactly were you wounded? My right shoulder was covered in fang-like marks that made it look like I'd been bitten by something. Strangely enough, all my other injuries were just bumps and a sprain. I had to guess, I'd say I was knocked down to the floor after I got chomped on, but you're wondering why the monster stopped there, am I right? Yes, exactly. Isn't it strange that I wasn't torn to pieces? On top of that, it happened on the roof. I swear when I told the CGF people that, they looked at me like I'd grown a second head. The only conclusion they could come to is that I somehow staggered onto the highway and ran into a pack of monsters. You were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not? That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out? It's not impossible, I guess. That may be a little too far-fetched. Oh, Litton. Only one they can ask for details. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your account? I'm sorry, I just don't know. As unlikely as that explanation is, it's better than none at all, isn't it? So I figure it makes more sense than that I'm just not remembering things very well. I mean, wouldn't it be even worse if it was true that monsters could just suddenly appear on the roof? I understand how you feel, Litton, but think about it like this. If you actually were attacked on the roof, we need to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else ever again. Thank you for your help, Litton. I think we'll go investigate the scene of the crime now. Oh, of course. Thank you for looking into this, guys. If we figure out what happened, we'll be able to keep it from happening again, so good luck. So we gotta head up to the roof from here, yeah? Right, let's go see for ourselves where Litton was attacked. Cecile, are you still okay on time? My break is over pretty soon, but I can at least show you where he was found. That'd be great, thanks. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right? Yes, supposedly Litton was found collapsed in front of this bench. That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it? That's right, all of our doctors and residents do their work there. Do they perhaps perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. Most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where plants used for research are grown. How interesting. Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out. Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck on your investigation, everyone. Be sure to turn over every little stone you can. We will. Thank you for showing us around. We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news. Okay, guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. Monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their point of entry. That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities, that seems to be your favorite method of investigation. Well, let's get to it. Lloyd, what about here? Looking at the terrain, it's definitely not impossible for this to be the point of entry, but even then, I think it's still too high up. Seems unlikely they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Take a look at this. You think monsters might have gotten in through here? Normally, you wouldn't be able to jump up here from that floor. However, what, Lloyd? This fucking guy. This is quite high, but I suppose they could have jumped up from the portico. That's true. They would have had to be able to jump up an entire floor upward, not once, but twice. Although I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up that way, so let's put it on the back burner for now. The suspense, Lloyd, just finish your damn sentences. So it's the research ward, right? Right, what's the plan, Lloyd? Should we go in and get the staff statements? Let's hold off on anything like that. I think we had to investigate where the incident took place first. Give the roof a quick sweep and see if we can find any clues. Why did the game just let me wander into the women's dormitory? Oh, because hold on. It wanted me to go down here. Alright, we should probably climb up here and check just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? You got it, pal. Tops of boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. On further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo. Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. Looks like paw prints to me. There's our lead. That means... probability that they gain entry through here is extremely high. Yeah, I agree. Spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. We should probably let the hospital know so they can stop him from coming in here again. Yes, I agree. Does this mean we're done with our investigation here? Yeah, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Why did they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? Why were Litton's wounds as light as they were? A lot to figure out. Suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answers. Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGF's report, though. should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city. Still need to thank her, too. Back to the nurse's station, then. I'm down with that. Wait a second. It's nothing. Jumped up from over there, then there should be paw prints or something on top of the box. Considering the dust is undisturbed, the boxes must not have been touched for a long time. Am I missing something here? Maybe it's just my imagination. Well, that matches up with the, what was the other place called? Amorica? Matches up with Amorica, where the paw prints were inside the town but not outside. We did see a wolf in the cutscene afterwards, in the car. So what's the dealio? That is an elevator. I don't have a damn clue where I'm going. Where I'm looking, and I refuse to attempt to look at a map. I know, I'm pretty sure I saw Chief Ursuline passed out. In a different room. Where? You're not Cecile. Oh, hello there, everyone. You're those police officers, right? How's the investigation coming along? We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping I could let Cecile know what we found. This news, I mean. Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said. Come again? Heard loads of stories about you, Lloyd Bannings. Cecile hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. Now I understand why. You're so cute. Me? Cute? Are you blushing, Lloyd? Word, Lloyd. We're on duty. You're just as bad as Randy. Not blushing, and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy. Hey man, chill. Let me show you how a real pro does things. What are you... You know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here. Huh? Me? Hope aware of my manners. The name's Randy. And you are? Philia. I'm Philia. Do you work with Lloyd, Randy? Sure do. I'm a certified boy in blue. To celebrate our meeting, how about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy will be there, of course. You're free. You bring some girlfriends, too. Oh, doesn't that sound like a good time? Wait a second here, Randy. It's definitely tempting. I like to let my hair down every so often, so I'll call up some of my friends and see who's available. Hell yeah, call them all up. How does Garant sound? That's my go-to bar in the city. It's quite the silver tongue. Suppose his claims of being a ladies' man weren't all talk after all. He had to report to Cecile. How did it end up like this? Wow, I gotta be the luckiest guy in Crossbell. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ask for. Angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. You okay with that? No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. Hell, every lady in here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy. Oh, Randy. Ain't too bad, Goodness me, I think I'm going red in the face. Huh? Hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, missy. You remember to take your temperatures this afternoon? That was your... to take temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? Oh, and this weekend, did you forget somehow that we're seeing an incredibly complex surgery? Oopsie daisy. Really sorry, Randy. Looks like we're gonna have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. What? Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, I'm sure I'm angel enough for you, no? Let's just double check my schedule. You're up, Lloyd. Tag in. Randy, please. Terribly sorry about him, ma'am. Well, what's done is done. So has your investigation yielded anything? Must be if you're here for Cecile. Yes, ma'am. We just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything. See, around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl. I don't think it's necessary to use the intercom to page her over. Olivier! Dude, Olivier... That man is wild. Olivier would have doubled down no matter who walked through that door. Man, woman, possibly even child. I'm not entirely sure, but... Okay, how about this? Why don't you guys go to Cecile and give her your report in person? You should be visiting one of our patients in the farthest room on the 3rd floor. Are we really allowed to go into a patient's room? Won't be interrupting? Of course not. The young child she's looking after here is under special circumstances. Is hospitalized here under special circumstances. I'm sure she'd love to have some visitors, so it would be nice if you could say hello while you're there. Sure thing, we'd be happy to. So, you want us to keep the kiddo company for a little bit, huh? That's right. Thanks, I appreciate it. If you'll excuse me. Farthest room, 3rd floor. Hey, Cecile. Oh, Lloyd. The nurse administrator told us that you were working up here. But, are we interrupting? No, not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. Police officers at the CPD. Defenders of Justice. Defenders of Justice? I think you might be overselling us a bit, Cecile. Thank you for everything you do, officers. Name is Shizuku McLean. McLean. Who else has that name? Or am I just thinking of... Am I just thinking of John McClane from Die Hard? McClane. I feel like I've heard the name, but maybe I'm just mixing it up with McDowell. Shizuku McClane. Glad to help, Shizuku. Wait, hold on. I do know a McClane. What? Hold on. Oh, well, I feel like I'm about to have it explained to me. You said McClane? That name definitely rings a few bells. Sure, you've seen it in the papers. Oh. Never mind. See, her father is none other than Arios McClane. Seriously? Divine Blade of Wind. That guy's got a kid? Do you all know my father? Well, I guess you could say that. He helped us out of a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen him much since. Oh, is that so? I know my father can be a bit blunt sometimes, so I hope he didn't do anything to offend you. No, definitely not. Honestly, meeting someone as accomplished as him pushed me to better myself. Pushed me to be better myself. He certainly didn't mince his words, but it was clear he's a dependable man who truly cares about people. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuku? Do you really think so? Oh, Shizuku, you're always such a daddy's girl, aren't you? Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're so shy. You should just let loose. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? But Cecile, that's embarrassing. Hard to imagine that workaholic getting smothered by his daughter, huh? Reed, it is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of the ordinary that night. She did? Can Shizuku open her eyes? I just kind of assumed she was blind, but they've been closed the entire time I've been here, but we'll see. Well, I remember the night Lytton was attacked. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books. Okay, well, I wasn't wrong. All of a sudden, I heard a scream. Really? What happened next? I was curious what was happening, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. After a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound, almost like someone was jumping. That's all I remember. Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all that too? To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized I hadn't when Cecile told me what happened. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I'd said something earlier. No, it's fine. We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, the statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof. Sure does, and that scream she heard must have been Lytton right before he fainted. Those sounds afterwards could have been the wolves panting as they jumped on the boxes to escape. Oh, and there was one other thing. I might have just misheard it. It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue. Okay. There's one more sound I thought I heard as all those other sounds were happening. It's a kind of faint whistling coming from somewhere in the distance. Whistling. Maybe it was some kind of specific noise these monsters make? Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I only ever heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statement, Shizuku. It might end up being the clue we need. Cecile, are you ready to hear a report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer. Yes, of course. Well, Shizuku, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay, I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. Good luck with your investigation, everyone. You can count on it, Shizuku. Definitely come visit again, okay? Cecile, that girl... Yes, she lost her eyesight in an accident several years ago. Fortunately, there's hope she may regain it someday. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment, little by little. Well, that's good to hear. Must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the bracer guild keeps her father busy, she gets quite lonely here, yet despite that, she always has a smile on her face. I really appreciate it if you four could be her friends. I'm sure she'd like that too. Of course, Cecile, we'd love to. She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending some more time with her. I feel the same. Leave it to me, Cecile. I'll use every bit of my charm to keep that smile on her face. Thank you, everyone. Now, back to business. I take it you figured something out, right? Mind filling me in? So the monsters got in through here, then? Right, we still don't know what compelled them to do it, but the hospital should take some precautions for the time being. Yeah, such a swell guy. I agree, we'll have to improvise. Maybe possible to set up some sort of fence to keep the monsters away. Yeah, that should do the trick. We need something sturdy that can be easily set up. Does the hospital have anything like that? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. Talk to the chief and see if we can get it installed soon. Good work today, guys. I see what Randy sees. to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free. Nothing to it. We didn't do anything that special. All we did was figure out how the wolves got in. Hey now, if not for you, we never would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. Keep this up, then before too long, the SSS will be on the front page just as often as Arios. I guarantee it. Look, that's all I'm saying. Really think so? Hell yeah, we will. Thank you for your kind words, Cecile. We'll do our best. Glad. Lloyd, when you're able to take some time off, let's meet up, okay? I'd like to go visit his grave together. Yeah, should do that. Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tio, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend. Told you it wasn't like that. Oh, and I didn't mean to leave out Randy. Just let me know, okay? Whoever it is, you have my full support. How many times do I need to tell you? Hey, if it'll make Cecile happy, I don't mind giving it a try. Randy, I don't think... Look, Lloyd's feelings aside, I don't think that's how it works. Well, I'd mind. Maybe Randy's a little bit more like Olivia than we thought. Love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone. You will. Thank you for everything. Yeah, I love Randy. Oh, I think I'm in love. Warm, reliable, open-minded. Seems like an amazing person, Lloyd. I'm glad you think so, too. May not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes. Reminds me, Lloyd, what exactly is your relationship with her? Well, I'm a little curious, too. You say you're not related, but I've never seen you act like such a little brother. What are you implying? Damn you, Lloyd. This whole time you were getting babied by a babe like her? I'd let her be my big sis any day. Please switch bodies with me. Come on, man. No, that isn't possible. Actually, I think it's about time we dropped this whole pointless conversation and headed back to the city. It's already evening. We still have to put together a report of today's investigation. Punch the question. Yes, quite blatantly that. Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type, too. Can you guys stop talking behind my back? I'm right here, you know. But alright, I think that's a good place to call it for the night. Solid 4 hours. Jeez, it's almost midnight. Solid 4 hours. Good stream. Oh, I'm surprised my voice kept up this long. I guess there was just less dialogue and we did more combat. Yeah, GG's. Thanks for hanging out. No stream tomorrow. I'll be back more on... I don't remember what's going on this week. Yeah, I'll be back more on Thursday. Probably more of this. I still gotta figure out when I continue the FF8 run, but figure that out another time. Well, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Adios.